Have a good day.
Oh, have a good day, Cal.
I'll be back.
I look forward to seeing you.
Good morning. Let me tell you something about looks. Let me tell you something about looks, man. Looks is what people are attracted to, man. You know, like if I didn't work out, bro, I wouldn't get any attention from females. I would be fat. I would have man boobs. I would have a big old pot belly. I wouldn't get no attention, bro. But since I'm out here on the grind, you know, doing 300 push-ups, running, capoeira, you know, and stuff like that. Since I'm doing all that, man, I get attention from older females and younger females. What can I say? It's the body game. You know? Looks are important. Without looks, you cannot attract. You feel what I'm saying? You cannot have sex without looks. Looks is the gateway to sex, bro. You feel what I'm saying? When you got your body in shape, man, it gives you a better chance at getting sex. You know, it increases your genetic survival, man. That's why I say, man, you gotta work out, man. You know, you gotta work out. You know, I wouldn't even get no chance or even any attention if I was to kill cat back in 2017, bro. Back in 2017, I would have never, boobs would have never even knew I existed, man. But since I work out, man, I keep my body in decent shape where you can see it, you know. You know, some motherfuckers, they work out and you can't tell that they work out. But you can look at me and you can tell that I fucking work out, bro. My diet might not be on point, but you can look at me and tell that, okay, yeah, he puts in work, you know. 300 push-ups, 300 squats. Well, I can't do 300 squats. I do about 80 or 90 squats, man. At the most 100, capoeira, running, all that other stuff is part of your looks program, man. Running is the best thing for burning fat, man. You know what I'm saying? It's better than capoeira, man. Capoeira is okay for burning fat too, but running is a different animal, man. What's up with it, Sean Breezy? The physical body, man, is what women are attracted to. Is it raining out here? No, it's not. Yeah, we could talk about getting the bag and getting money, but looks is important in this dating market, man. Like me, I feel like I have gotten better looking as I gotten older, man. Now, my skin ain't as good as it used to be when I was in my younger days, in my 20s. My skin is not as it used to be, but I can say my eye area has gotten better because they became more hooded. I have hooded eyes, bro. That's why throughout my life I have gotten pussy, man. The eye area and the body game, man. You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to be handsome, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not a Tyrone. I got certain features that stop me from being a Tyrone. Like my nose is not all that narrow. I got more like an African nose from West Africa. My jaw's not all that in the bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? My jaw's decent, man. I'm not a Chad Rome or a Tyrone or I'm not a Chad, you feel what I'm saying? But I got decent looks, man. You know what I'm saying? And I could easily go sub 5 if I don't take care of my looks. What's up with the Captain Commander? This dude said, who I'm about to rob? Get him out of here, man. Man, who are you about to rob? Man, he's definitely trolling. He's definitely trolling, bro. Nah, looks is what draws women to you, bro. Some women see that some women think I'm handsome, bro. Like some of them, they dig me, man. As long as I'm working out and I keep my body in shape throughout my life, I'll stay good looking until I get to my old age, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are, bro. You get to be 60, you ain't looking good, man. 60 when you're old, bro. I got 15 more years of good looks. Before I turn into a old bag, you know what I'm saying? But looks is important, man. Keep up yourself, man. You see that girl, the blight girl that just said goodbye to me just now? She's outside taking orders. They do that, man. In Starbucks, they send their employees outside to take orders. So that way, when you get to the window, your order is already ready, Anyway, some females that see me, man. I'm not totally invisible to females yet. Not yet. I'm only 45, about to be 46 next month. Well, as long as you keep that He-Man buffness, the six-pack abs, as long as you keep that, bro, you always be able to attract a woman into your life, man. Because women want the buffness, man. They want the 6-pack abs. They want the back. They want the shoulders. Um, they want all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm out here killing myself so I can attract. Nobody wants to be unattractive. Being unattractive is hell on earth, bro. If you are unattractive, you are in hell. Man, I'm glad my mother gave me some type of decent looks, man. Or my mother and my father, you know. So it's outside, man. Good thing I'm so glad I wasn't born below average looking, you know. Man, don't ever do that to your child. What's up with the boss?
Routine.
$50. $2. $2.20. Thank you. Oh, change, man. Thank you, man. You know, and that is determine how successful you're gonna be in this dating market. You know, these females, they pump my ego up. They keep on giving me attention, knowing my name and stuff. See, a female, if she don't like your looks, you are invisible to her, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You're like a fly on the wall to her. She don't want to know your name. She don't want to get to know you. You know, like I can't attract every single woman out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can say I'm visible to at least about 5 or 6 girls in that Starbucks, and you know, there's about maybe like 20 employees that work there. Most of them are women. You feel what I'm saying? But I can't attract every single female, even though I'm buff. You know, work out. You know, I've been doing more push-ups lately. You can't, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you won't be attractive to every single woman you come across. Some female's gonna find you not their type. You're not tall enough. You're not good looking enough. Yeah, you could be handsome, but you're not handsome enough. I know that for sure. Because sometimes you be competing with Chad and Tyrone, and them dudes at the top of the food chain when it comes to looks. There's no one where I could get with them, bro. I can't compete with Tyrone or Chad. These guys are like celebrities to like women and shit, man. If you're a Chad or a Tyrone, you are a celebrity to them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a celebrity to like sub-5 females, bro. Sub-5 females, they treat me like a celebrity. Not all of them, but a lot of them, they treat me like a celebrity and shit. They can't believe that I'm standing right in front of them and shit. I'm like, damn, it's only me. You know, why are you standing in front of me? That's what they said. I can't believe you standing in front of me. Oh my God, you're like a celebrity. The female that gave me the $200, she treated me like a celebrity. You feel me? You know, you guys are hungry. I know you guys are hungry right now. I got you some peanuts and some chips. But to carb up. They treat like good looking dudes like celebrities and shit. It's like, God damn. You really didn't have to give me that $200. You really, well, thank you so much. thank you so much. But I'm not gonna lay down with you. I don't think it's good to lay down with you, man. Hey, she wanted to give me the $200, man. I didn't ask her for that. She came in and gave it to me. You know. But it's important to keep yourself up, man. Ever since I left jail, I've been way more persistent in my workouts. Like never before. Like I always was more disciplined when I was in my 20s. But when I got to my 30s, I let my looks go. I stopped working out. I put on a gang of weight. Females was not feeling me, bro. Females was not feeling me at all. Like, yeah, you don't feel me? Nope, I don't feel you. Until you lose that weight. Until your looks come back to you, I don't feel you. No, son, I do not feel you. You know. Then they want to speak when you lose the weight. Okay? When you lose the weight, then they kick indoors, you know? And then they want to say what's up to you. I'm like, damn, I lost the weight, and all of a sudden, they giving me attention. I remember little 7, I was really invisible to her at one point. What the hell? Retouch on. Little 7, I was invisible to her at one point. And then when I started losing the weight, she started looking at me. Like, he don't look that bad. He don't look that bad at all. Let me tell you something about being unattractive. That shit is not it is not the lick, bro. You got females looking at you with look at this fat. Like, look at this goddamn dude. He don't even take care of himself. He don't even work out. Look how fat he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to run today. I'm about to do capoeira. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to do all of that in a bag of chips. You know? You know. It motivates you to keep working out, man. You know what I'm saying? And never stop working out. Keep going. It's a life thing, man. It's a lifelong thing. Like working out, you have to work out all night long, man. You know. I mean all life long. You know. You know. Like that one chick, she's always treating me like a celebrity and stuff. You know, the one that just outside of Starbucks when I was just walking out, she was like, "I can't wait to see you again." And I was like, "Wow." I'm like, "Thank you, thank you very much." you know, you know. That's what you gotta do, man. Out here in these streets, you gotta stay fit. You gotta stay, you know, looking healthy and stuff. You know, you can't put on a bunch of pounds and expect females to like you, man. You know what I'm saying? They know they're gonna punish you for that, right? You don't put on a gazillion pounds. You got fat feet and cankles. You know, you got fat feet and cankles and all that other shit. Like, nah, they're gonna say no to you. I seen women blow up before, man. Like I said before, this one chick, she used to work over here at this gas station over here, and she was nice and thick, man. Man, I was trying to holler at that, man, but she was like, "No, you're just not good enough for me." Well, anyway, I saw her. She got pregnant. You know, she had a baby and shit, and she done gained a gazillion pounds. I was like, God damn, I'm glad I didn't get with her, man. Look how big she got. Now, her booty was still there. You know, the big, thick booty was still there. But her arms, her face got really fat, man. I was like, wow. You see, you got to be careful about them thick females. You can marry them, bro. They put on all kinds of weight. And that's not what you're attracted to, you know what I'm saying? You know. Like, excess weight don't look good on nobody. I don't care what nobody say, bro. It fucks up your looks. Okay? The extra weight, it fucks up your looks. That's why it's always important to maintain a workout routine throughout your whole entire life. And even if you don't have a strict diet, still work out anyway. It keeps you from getting big as a house. You know? You don't want to get big as a house, bro. Trust me, I've been there. You get big as a house, best believe you won't be getting no pussy, you won't be getting no dates. You know, like he used to see, bro. He sat back for all those years, and he was big as a house, bro. And you wonder why he wasn't getting no action, he wasn't getting no women, bro. All he did was complain. Now, he didn't just run and get his money up, he just complained throughout the years, man. And that inseldom thing with the bad looks, it can last a lifetime. And sometimes some of you motherfuckers look decent up under all that fat. A lot of you motherfuckers look decent, bro. You know, up under all the fat and shit. You start working out, man. You start noticing females noticing you. You start working out, you start noticing females noticing you. You invisible if you fat out here as a man, bro. You better have a whole lot of money if you're fat. Cause that's the only time you're gonna get some action and shit, man. That's why I say stay away from them fat women, bro. Like, you're gonna pass them bad looks to your son, I'm telling you. Even your daughter. You better be you better be aware, nigga. You better be aware, bro. Yeah, though. You better ask somebody, as they used to say back in the day, with Snoop Dogg and them. You better ask somebody. You really better ask somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta like stay fit. You know, you guys are asking, well, Hellcat, bro, how you still getting them young females? How they still like a 45-year-old man? These 22-year-old females. I gotta explain to you. I gotta break it down to you in sections. You know, so I gotta break it down to you. Say, well, I'm gonna say, well, first off, bro, the body game. The body game, it don't matter what your age is, bro. If your body game is on point, then women are gonna be attracted to you, bro. Including the younger females. They like six packs too. You don't think that younger females don't crave six packs, biceps, ripped arms, and then you got a decent looking face too? It ain't bad looking. You got a nice smile. You got dimples. Okay, so I just explained to you why young females are still attracted to older men in that perspective. Okay, we got out here. What's his name? What's his name? God damn it, Rampage Jackson. Okay, the guy's 47. But he got a young female that's wearing his ass out in the bedroom. Okay, she can't get enough of Rampage Jackson. Why? Because the nigga is swole, bro. He's an ex-UFC fighter, and he's 47. The young female can't get enough of him, bro. I mean, he talking about he wanted to break up with her because she wanted so much sex. She couldn't get enough of that motherfucker, bro. Why? Because the motherfucker body game was on point. He's still in the gym. He's still working out. You put on pounds, bro. Let me tell you something. You put on pounds, that fucks up your looks. I put on pounds a little bit over the holidays, as you guys say. Your face is swollen, Hellcat. I'm like, that's just holiday fat. As you can see, my face is leaning out now because I'm running and I'm doing more cardio. We about to do a lot of cardio today, man. Ooh. And Boobs, she got me all hyped up, man. She always writes stuff on my cup, man. Because, you know what, bro? I wait until she starts serving drinks purposely. And then I go over there, I'll get me a cheese stick or something, you know, some string cheese. And I want her to write something on my cup, you know. And she always writes something. One time she wrote, "Have a lovely day." I was like, okay, she put the love in there. Okay, all right. She put that lovely in there. You know, I'm looking forward to those cups, man, every single day. But when your body game was on point, fellas, you're still going to attract these young females, man. You know what I'm saying? Women are turned on by the gym body, bro. You could be 20, 30, or 40, bro. It don't matter. They are turned on by the gym body. Okay? As long as you're not 60, like I said, 60, that's when your physical is done. 65, that's when you gotta lead with your wallet. But you don't have to lead with your wallet, man, when you got the muscles, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, competition is fierce. So you gotta try your best to stick out. And I stick out, bro. I'm the only one that work out up in there, bro. I'm the only one that looks swole. Everybody else look normal and fat. Either they normal looking or they fat. Or they too skinny. I stick out like a sore thumb, bro. Some females, they find me good looking, bro. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. They think I'm good looking. They think I'm handsome. Even Sub-5 Stalker, when I was dealing with her, when I was sucking on those titties, she was like, "Oh, you're handsome." She was like, "You're handsome." I was like, "Thank you, baby." Then now let me suck on them tits. Boy, that cost me a whole lot, man. That cost me a peace of mind and everything. She was stalking me for fucking days, months, weeks. She was stalking me. But like I said, back to the body game, man. It does something to these females, bro. That body game, it really does. It does something, man. It just, you automatically get your foot in the door with the body game, bro. Your foot is already in the door. All you gotta do is open that motherfucker, bro. You feel what I'm saying? All you gotta do is open up that door, and these females will let you in, bro. You're gonna have a hard time getting a woman if you're fat. You're gonna have a hard time getting a woman if you're sub-5 with no looks and no money. You're gonna have a hard time getting a woman, period. That's why it's you gotta be careful who you be sleeping with, man. Cause you can create an incel that can hate himself throughout his whole entire life. That's why you guys are talking about, man, how come you ain't trying to deal with her? She gave you $200, and I'm like, I don't care about all that, man. She's short and fat, and being short matters when it comes to females too, man. Short babies, short fat babies. Really, you think I want to create that, bro? Hell, fucking no. I'd rather get with boobs that's 5'4". You feel what I'm saying? She's lesser than 5'4". She's like a 5-footer, man. Like 5 foot, overweight at the same time. A low value female, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's trying to be with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here picking the best looking female for myself. You know? Like the new Indian girl, man. She like my fucking looks. She always saying hi to me, man, making eye contact and all that other stuff. When I'm around, she even says goodbye when she leaves the Starbucks. I mean, one time she purposely came over to where I was sitting and walked out. Like, I'm sitting in the corner, the exit is in front of me. She's way on the other side of the room. She walked toward my table and bust that right and went out the door. And before she did that, she said bye. So a lot of these guys ain't got their body right, bro. A lot of the Indian men out here, they ain't swole, bro. I look at every single man out here. No homo. But I look at these dudes out here, man, none of them look like they work out. None of them. You know what I'm saying? I get an edge over other men when I work out. When I'm doing 300 push-ups, capoeira, running. You know what I'm saying? Sit-ups. I gotta do sit-ups. I do about 200 or 300 sit-ups, bro. You know, sometimes more than that. I gotta do at least 200 sit-ups. Some motherfuckers don't want to do that, man. They lazy. You know? They lazy and shit. And then they get up on YouTube and then they cry about the situation. I'm like, dude, you ain't did not a damn sit-up, you ain't did not a damn squat, you ain't did not a damn push-up. You know what I'm saying? And then you just suck down beers all day long or even soda and just complain, man, these bitches ain't shit. I ain't getting chosen out here, man. Face look like a watermelon. You know what I'm saying? Your face so goddamn big. I mean, they look like 2 cantaloupes on both sides, man, of your jaws, man. That's how big your face is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get rid of that shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta burn that motherfucking fat, bro. I'm about to get these holiday fats off me, man. I'm about to run right now. I'm about to do capoeira. I think I'm gonna do squats. I'm gonna do some squats today. You know what I'm saying? Get my legs back in shape and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I stopped doing squats. I just started doing running. And running is good for your legs, man. Your calves and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing sprints. Working hella hard out here. That's why you guys, when you ask me like, man, you know, why don't you just stop being shallow? Stop being mean and stuff. I'm like, dude, I work hella hard out here and working out. How you gonna tell me what I deserve? You know, I deserve a woman that works out just like me, and a woman that's got her body in shape just like me. I don't deserve a fat woman, bro. Why would I want to deserve that? Wow, I work hella hard out here, bro. Running back and forth, capoeira, 300 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? I want something equally yoked to me. I don't want a short, fat woman, okay? I don't want that. It's just like females. They don't want short, bald men, bro. Females don't settle, bro. Why should we? Why we gotta take in the leftovers and the scraps? How come we can't have nothing good in life? Boobs is something good to me, man. Boobs is something good. I deserve boobs. I deserve the new Indian girl, okay? I deserve that shit, bro. You know? You know? I deserve I deserve whatever the best looks I can get. The new Indian girl, she's cute, okay? That's who I fucks with. Boobs is cute. They're on my looks level, man. That's what I fucks with, bro. You know what I'm saying? And why would I want to pick, like, why would I pick this old grandma that gave me $200? She in her 50s. She's short. She's fat. Why would I pick, like, her over boobs? Which she's slender. She got a nice little butt on her. She got a cute, jolly face. You know, she got rosy cheeks. Smell real good. You know what I'm saying? She ain't top tier, but she cute. You know, there's a difference between top tier and cute. You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to pick her over this female? Like, no, I'm all about that looks too. You know, just like women, they're all about looks. I'm all about looks too. Shit, I don't want nothing overweight, fat. You feel what I'm saying? Peanut head. Peanut head. You know what I'm saying? You know, I hate when people come around and tell me what I deserve. Okay, it's like, no, I want something equally. Even if I'm homeless, it's like I'm still about looks, just like they're about looks. You know what I'm saying? You know, and some of these females, they dig me, man. They like me. You know, not all of them, but a lot of them. You know, maybe I'm not their preference, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe I'm the wrong color, or maybe I'm not tall enough. Maybe I'm too dark. You know, some women, they like the light-skinned Chad Romes and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's all about your preference, man, what you like. And then, you see, the thing is, you develop these preferences because of the experience you had with people in general. Like, I like a thick ass because I had great experiences with thick asses, okay? I like a huge, nice, big ass. Yeah, I'll settle for, like, you know, smaller booties and stuff. Like boobs, she got like a small to medium booty. I'll fuck with that. She got enough ass. But that's not my preference. My preference is a nice, big, jumbo ass, you know what I'm saying? With some big ass watermelon titties, some coconut titties, you know. you know, with a nice cute face and stuff. That's what I like. Cause the thing is, man, if you take in just any old thing, bro, if you take in just any old thing, you're selling yourself short, bro. You can do better with the looks. You feel what I'm saying? You can do better. I thought that was that girl getting out of the car. Shit, I started getting scared for a minute. That bra got me looking over my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Because she could be stalking me right now. The female who gave me $200. She just popped up in Starbucks unannounced, bro. And I appreciate the $200. I really do. But that don't mean I'm going to sleep with her, bro. She is not on my looks level, not even close. I know some of y'all, man, you should get that, man. You should try to hit it, man. Yeah, right. You still ain't learned your lesson from Sub 5 Stalker? How Sub 5 Stalker was stalking me after I done had a little bit of sex with her? Don't forget she has a tiny peanut head. Yeah, she does have a peanut head. But hey, man, when it comes to getting down with the get down, sex, I ain't gonna turn it down. Yeah, I like a female with a bigger skull. I don't like a female that has a small head, man. And Boobs got a small head. She does. You feel what I'm saying? But it won't stop me from hitting, man, because she's still cute. You know, it's like a shorter guy to a female. A guy could be 5'9", but have a face of a Chad or a Tyrone, and she still will give him the time of day. You know what I'm saying? Like if the motherfucker had a stunner face, or a face that was a 8, 9, or a 10, she gonna give him a time of day. Or even if it's a 7 in looks, and he a 7 in looks, but he 5'9", and she's a 5 or a 6 in looks, she gonna give him the time of day, man. You know, man, don't hit that shit. You right. Yeah, she got stalker tendencies. That short, fat chick that gave me $200. She just popped up out of Starbucks out of nowhere, bro. I mean, she magically appeared. It was like she just poof right in front of me really quickly, and I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Where you come from?" It ain't like she was going in to buy coffee, bro. She came in to see me. And she came in to see me, bro. That's kind of stalkerish. Even though she don't have my phone number, we don't. I understand that. But she could at least wait until I start flying the sign to give it to me. Don't come up in Starbucks, you gonna fuck up the shit I got with Boobs. I was afraid that Boobs might see me talking to her, man. No, Boobs was busy. She didn't see me, but she was there and shit, bro. I was hoping she didn't see me talking to that fat woman, bro. Don't fuck up my shit with the females I really want. Don't fuck that shit up. I'm gonna be upset. I don't care about your $200. I'll be like, I'll give it back. Like, no, I want Boobs. Cause money can't replace like authentic attraction, bro. Yeah, you can become a millionaire and become a billionaire, but it's still not enough to replace like authentic attraction. I said it right. That real, raw, uncut attraction, bro. Authentic attraction. Yeah, I like the sound of that, you know what I'm saying? A woman attracted to you, man, she's just attracted to you. And it's biological too. It's like attraction is not a choice. If you are attracted to somebody, you just attracted. It's on the inside, man. You feel me? It's not a choice. You can't choose to be attracted to somebody. You see somebody, and automatically you become attracted. You're attracted to them. Just by the way they look. The body game on point, the face on point. You know what I'm saying? We can't help who we are attracted to. Like me, I'm attracted to Asian women. And I like black women too. But for some reason, I got a special attraction for Asian women. For some reason. It's my genetic code, man. You know what? That comes from like being around Asian women when I was younger in elementary school. My mama put me in a 90% Asian school, man. It was 90% Asian, and there was only a few blacks and some Hispanics and stuff, sprinkled up in there, But I had a lot of interactions when I was younger, and I had crushes on them when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I remember this girl, her name was Cam. She was a Cambodian chick. I was in 6th grade. Boy, I had a crush on her, man. She had a mushroom cut, you know what I'm saying? And I had a crush on her. She was a Cambodian chick. She was cute. I remember those little crushes as I was little. I had crushes on black women too. I remember this light-skinned chick. I forgot her name. I think her name was Tanisha. Had a huge crush on her, man. Nigga, I done had the rainbow. I done had black women, Hispanic women, Asian women. I done had all kinds of coochie, bro. And they give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Because they find me good looking. And look, let me tell you something. When a woman find you good looking, she's swallowing cum. You know, you're busting nuts inside the mouth, busting nuts inside the coochie. She swallow that shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because she's so attracted to you. See, she's so attracted to your lean six-pack. She give you a blowjob. She ain't pulling out. I'm going to say, baby, I'm about to bust that nut. Go ahead. Go ahead. Mouth full of dick. I just bust that nuts and she swallow that shit. She got some respect for my genetics, man. Put some respect on my genetics, you feel me? You know, like, goddamn, she swallowed that cum. You know what I'm saying? For real, it's like, when a woman's attracted to you, man, she do a lot of freaky shit, bro. Lick the balls, give you a rim job. You know what I'm saying? I had that before, man. I was like, God damn, this bitch is freaky. This bitch she done suck the balls, lick the balls, went up under the balls, sucked the dick. Like, damn, she really attracted to me. It's the way it is, bro. That's that Leonardo DiCaprio hooded eyes attraction. You feel what I'm saying? You know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they give you they give you a rim job because they so attracted to you. They can't wait to swallow you up. They can't wait to eat you up. You know what I'm saying? That body game is something different, man. That body game is a different animal, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It's what they want. That's what women want, bro. They want that body game. They crave that shit, bro. It makes them do all sorts of things that they normally won't do. Like be on your nuts. Always smiling and cheesing. Doing extra stuff for you. Cooking food. Sucking dick. Swallowing nut. Licking balls. You know. Buying you clothes. Giving you money. That body game is something different, bro. It's a different type of animal. I don't even know how to explain it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm about to work out right now. You feel what I'm saying? You know, they do all kinds of freaky shit, man, when you got the body game on point. Why dudes out there working out all the time, man, in the gym? Because they love the way females react to them in their gym body. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you a fucking celebrity, like I said, man. You are a celebrity to women, bro. You know, you got the body game on point, bro. You are a celebrity, bro. They know your name, and they say your name. And they say your name in the bedroom. Guarantee, bro, I could have been had boobs, all right? The way she was showing me the fucking signs and shit, you feel me? I could have been had boobs in the bedroom long time ago, bro. Like around Christmas, I could have been tearing that up in the bedroom. But I'm so focused on this bag, man. I can't break loose and date right now. I can't get distracted. Because all of a sudden you get distracted by busting all kinds of nuts, and your bag will go out the window. I look forward to having the body game on point and the bag. The body game on point, the bag is on point. Oh man, bruh, you gonna have babies. You knocking something up. You putting babies inside some of these females. You feel me? And that's what I'm gonna do. Once I get this bag straight, my money's right, there's gonna be a whole lot of baby love making. And that ain't for a couple of years from now. Cause you know, you gotta make investments and try to flip it. I'm thinking about just going overseas and having a family like right away and shit. It'll happen faster that way. You got a few million in your pocket, you can live overseas for the rest of your life, man, and have a family. You go to the Philippines and have family out there, or go to Africa with $2 million and have a family out there. You got $2 million, bro. You can pinch off that shit until your death. Just live on a monthly budget of like $3 grand a month, and you good. You know what I'm saying? It'll be your retirement. Feel me? But like I said, man, body game is something that a lot of females crave. I don't know. Some guys don't get that, maybe because they're incel and they don't know what females are attracted to. They don't, because they're not attractive. You know, a lot of guys are sub 5 and they're not attractive. So they don't understand the body game because they never probably was into working out, because it probably wouldn't work for them. Because you can't have a big ass buff body and a busted face or a sub 5 face. That's gonna make things worse. You know what I'm saying? But some guys don't get that. But some of you guys, you get it. You feel me? You get it. You get that females like a gym body, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know that what females want. They want looks and money. They want a good looking dude with some money that's gonna spend it on them. Buy them all kinds of Gucci, and Louis Vuitton, and Prada, and Birkin bags if you got it like that. They want you to dick them down, you know what I'm saying, real good, bust nuts, left and right inside of them, put them in a mansion with a baby. You know what I'm saying? They want that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want. They want a guy with some money that's gonna spend on them. A good-looking dude. Yeah, sub 5 dudes. You guys got to work hard too. You know, and you guys got to work harder. Because you guys need money the most. You know what I'm saying? We all need money. It's not just the guys who are normies or whatever they call it in the incel community. A normie, I hate using that word. I just say average looking. I don't like using the word normie. It's like a little kid saying something like that. Like, a normie. I say average looking, god damn it. And let me tell you, average women are still on my radar. I find average women attractive. You feel me? Average women are still on my radar. You know what I'm saying? I find them attractive. I find boobs being average looking attractive. She does it for me, you know what I'm saying? I find the new Indian girl attractive. Her looks does it for me. When she took off those glasses, I said, oh yeah, she look good. I'm gonna tear that up one day eventually. And you got the old Indian girl, man, she ain't that attractive. She like a Ford. But she's been coming to Starbucks every single goddamn night almost now. Ever since I've been giving her some attention. Because before, she used to come to Starbucks like once or twice a week and have a sandwich or a bagel or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She don't drink. That's what she says. She don't drink alcohol. But me and her be talking and stuff, man. She come in, she greet me every single time. I say hello back. You know what I'm saying? But she see this fucking gym body, man. She see this body, man. A lot of the Indian dudes, they don't have that, bro. And that's on the real. I don't see any jacked Indian dudes out here. They all leave with their wallets out here. You know what I'm saying? I get an advantage over them because I got muscle. You know? He said, that's why I have a kid. I don't skip workouts or child support payments. Major gentlemen, you crazy. Hey, at least you got a kid, bro. Let me tell you something. Having a kid is better than having no kid at all. You got somebody to come around and check up on you when you old, bro. Eventually, we're gonna get old, and all our looks is gonna go to shit, and all you're gonna have is your child, bro. Feel what I'm saying? He gonna come around, he or she gonna come around and see you when you're old. Watch TV with you, because you're gonna be sitting in that rocking chair old as shit, and you're gonna be watching TV throughout your final years of your life. That's what old people do, man. In the old folks' home, they sit there and watch TV all day long. They had a dinner and their lunch, and breakfast. They sit there and watch TV all day long. Ain't nothing to do. Or you at home watching TV, just waiting for death for your final day. That's all it is. You're not really working. You're not dating. You're just too shriveled up for that. You know what I'm saying? So if you do make it to be that old, man, because some motherfuckers don't make it to be that old. They check out in their 50s and 60s, man. They check out. You know, but watch kids. I'm gonna have my kids watch Aliens with me. Yeah, Aliens will be around, man. That movie would never die, bro. Aliens Part 2. That movie would never die. That's one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. You know what I'm saying? Part 2. Part 1 was okay, man. Don't get me wrong. It was new. It was different. But Part 2 was the best one out of all of them. Even better than Aliens Resurrection, bro. You know what I'm saying? What do you do? What do you think happens after death? I don't know, man. You go into a deep sleep. It's like before you got here, man. You go back to where you came from, which is the dirt. It's like a deep sleep. Death is like a eternal sleep that you don't wake up from. And eventually, the human race won't last forever anyway. Eventually, in the future, maybe in another like 300,000 years, the human race will go extinct eventually, because we're not here forever. Our sun got like 1 billion more years left, but that's not forever. 1 billion years is not forever. Eventually, the sun is going to collide with the earth, and our earth is going to go back to where it was. A fucking nothingness, you know? Just like some of these planets out here, bro, that probably had life on them at one point, billions and billions of years ago. You know what I'm saying? You know. But it's an eternal sleep, man. That's what death is. There is no hell, there is no heaven. It's the eternal sleep that you don't wake up from. Tupac been dead for about 30-something years. He ain't woke up. He gone. He dead. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel nothing when you dead. You just a nothingness. You know what I'm saying? You don't see. You don't think. You don't hear. You don't eat. You don't exercise. You just a nothingness, man. My capoeira teacher died 20 years ago, man. He ain't woke up. He dead. You don't feel pain. You don't feel suffering. You don't feel happiness. You don't feel none of that. You just nothing. You go back to being nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's better to have lived, but not have lived at all. You feel what I'm saying? Because you could have never experienced this shit on Earth. There's plenty of motherfuckers that never got to live. They never got to experience shit on Earth. You know, some motherfuckers, they didn't even come out the womb, man. Mom got an abortion and shit. Some motherfuckers never got to live. You know, some motherfuckers were inside a womb, and mom said, I don't want to have this baby. So they go to the abortion clinic and have an abortion. Some motherfuckers they never got to experience this life that we experiencing right now. They never got to eat. They never got to feel sadness or happiness or nothing like that. They just a nothingness, man. They don't exist. And that's what happens after death. You go back to not existing anymore, which is a scary thought, by the way, but hey, we can't stop it. Life must go on after you die, man. Because every time somebody die, somebody else is born, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, and don't be afraid of death, really. Be afraid how you're gonna die. Like being old and alone and then dying alone, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of death no more like I used to be. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, it's better to have lived life than not have lived at all. You know what I'm saying? But we got a ticking time bomb here, man, on Earth. And when that shit go off, that's when the Grim Reaper gonna come around. You know what I'm saying? You know. So you gotta limit. Remember, the time here is limited, guys. Get the best things you can get. You know. What made you not scared of death? Man, it's because once you get a little older and you start seeing your body age, and you know, and then you start seeing that you're not going to be here forever, so then you get used to it, to the thought of it, because okay, I'm not going to live here for very long. My body's on a decline. I'm decaying. Basically, your body is decaying as you get older. It's crumbling, falling apart, you know. And the day by day, slowly but surely, you start seeing little health things, little health issues pop up or whatever. So you start becoming okay with dying. So okay, you know, I got a limited amount of time, so you accept it. You say, okay, I got a limited amount of time here on Earth. But when you're young, you scared of death. When you're young, you are scared to death. Because when you're young, you're full of energy, you're having hella fun and shit, you're partying, you're fucking a whole lot of hoes. You don't want that to go nowhere. But as you start getting older, you start to come to accept it as it's on your mind. As you get older, you start seeing yourself on a decline. It's on your mind. Like death is on your mind. Not living forever, it's on your mind. You feel what I'm saying? You know, like your death is on your mind. And then as it gets into your mind, right, you start becoming more comfortable with, okay, I'm not gonna be here forever. And then once you get to that, once you get used to the thought of you're not gonna be in here forever, it'll sit in your head for a little bit. And then you say, okay, I accept it. Can't stop it, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna experience death, bro. Everybody gonna die, man. Everybody got a time and date when they gonna check out. Everybody. So you're not the only one. We're not the only one. It's like what you do with your time while you here, man. You gonna enjoy your time here while you living, or you gonna be living in misery? That's why I want to live in a lavish lifestyle before I die. I don't want to be struggling when I die. That was my mom and my dad, man. You know. Yeah, because they knew it was coming. He said, I seen old people on their deathbed not scared at all. Yeah, because they know it's coming. They been knew death was coming, so they got okay with it. I don't know. You might be younger, maybe in your 20s and 30s, but you know, right now you're pretty much scared of death, probably if you're a young dude. Because you think in your head like, oh, I'm too young to die. I still got a lot more living to do. But as you get older, you become more accepting to death. God damn, she got a big old booty on her. Oh my God, that's a MILF right there. Anyway, I gotta get the workout on, man, so I can maintain boobs' attention. You guys have a good day, man. I'll see you on the next one after I work out. Peace, and I'm out, man. I gotta work out, though. I gotta go. I'm out.